and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, it's Bell. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hurry up, 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. There! Blue 30. All day, every day, any day. Watch the twist. Hurry up, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear. But it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Bryant. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the right. Set. 180. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And now running right through him.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second down, Dalton. Steps away to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20. Dalton here from the gun. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And on 2nd and 10 now. Passing, it's Dalton. Forced out to his left. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, but now it's 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 6-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. don't, they'll just sneak it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And his throw is incomplete. Sammy Coates the intended target there. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. They'll roll him out right. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, try and create some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Novak out now to kick this one away. Sammy Coates now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey. 4 down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Heat these two. Slam.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Oh, the spin. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll go again with Bell, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. All right, here we go.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Adam Jones. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now they run with Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Watch 14, watch 14.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Dalton, he's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Darius Hayward-Bay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, I couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a 1st. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Set. Wide 80. Hey, 81 right there. Sneak. Check that guy.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. Going deep downfield for the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0. Novak out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
In motion, James, the tight end.
14 moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Mixon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Andy Dalton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now it's 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And Dalton to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running left is Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. David Irving. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
All right, now. Mike 57. 4 down. Here we go. Set. 230.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Ohio. Here we go.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Ready? Black five. Eat these two.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Sammy Coates has it complete. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Single. Middle. Key 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Adam Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyler Matakevich in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. With it is Brown. He spins through. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Steelers set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outside. Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. David Irving in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by George Iloka. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And his kick is right through. Novak out now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by George Iloka. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not
again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
a big